Hey everybody, it's Chance here with another episode of Pathologic 3. Last time we got through day 4 and then started on our new and improved day 5, where we are in a much better position, all things considered. People still hate us, but that's part of the course, isn't it not? I do think at a certain point it's unavoidable, you know? If we're going to stop the contagion, even if it means people are upset. You know, this point it does seem that there is going to be a big event coming up. Though I don't know what exactly causes it, but let's just get right into it. Nope, that's not what I wanted to click. I wanted to click continue. Okay, so I haven't restarted the day yet. Let's see. All my diagnoses were correct. Working proto-vaccine is prepared. Another day for the town was snatched from the clutches of the plague. Yeah, I mean, I've completed him as well. I technically did already talk to them. It's still light up though, but I got all of it. Yay! I did get his diagnosis correct. The game is not updating. I did get this game on Steam, so it does auto-update, but it seems that at least now I'm noticing, there are a lot of, like, spelling error bugs, just, like, slight errors, and then, like, yeah. So let's see, what are we doing? Okay, this was from our past time. I, like, clicked this as if I needed to do it, but I wasn't sure. Alright, I do need to talk to Ruben. Do need to talk to, Clara. Who probably stole our morphine. She's going through her own plots. Someone is betting for a meeting behind... Alright, so... we got all diagnoses correct. Artemi, I'm pretty sure this is related to the Artemi stuff. Yeah, there are many infected districts, but no rioting districts. But let's talk to this woman. You've come, Bayarla Emshen. May Brother Bodho caress your step. I was afraid it was all for naught. Who are you? I am Alagnaya, a bride of the steppe, and it doesn't matter. I've come asking for help for my sister, not myself. She is my Abgai, and she's in love with Burak. This must be stopped. What's wrong with being in love? It's a wonderful feeling. This is not that kind of love. Her love is a Bormi love, a Mu love, an Ubshe love. Her love is a noose that must be broken. I'm no expert on breaking nooses, or any kind of loops for that matter. I'm stuck in one myself right now. Nara's life is in danger. I see it. She's tied herself to Barak too tightly. Her attachment strangles her like an ermine in the heat. An Ubshe love must be broken, healed, or it's untarna. What do you suggest, then? The problem is not with Nara, it's with Burak. He's hollow inside. I see it. Echoes always resonate within his body. Those echoes, that void, that's what calls to Nara. That void will kill her. The void cannot love. It lures other people it loves inside and kills it. Next time I see Burak, I'll gently tap his head with a spoon, just to check if your claim is true. Burak knows the lines. He can plunge his hands into a body, a living body, a dead body. That's his gift and his curse. He knows the lines, but he does not know limits. He's unable to say no to himself. And neither will Nara be able to say no to him. Don't you see? Damn it. Burak promised he'd get me some living tissue, but we'd agreed no one suffer, that it would all be done with consent. I had a dream. Bikara, Nara was lying on the ground dead, emptied, hollowed out in Burak's embrace, and you were beside them. You were also in that dream, so you must go to meet him. Splendid, now I'm involved in this. Of course you're involved in this! Think what you will, Emshen. I only beg one thing of you. When the time comes, he who knows the lines plunges his hand into Nara's body. Don't just stand by. Don't let him plunge his hands into her body. Go to the Bone State Lock, talk to her. You'll see that Burak is her disease. You know, I almost chose cardiology when I was studying at university. Turns out I'm still dealing with the affairs of the heart after all. Okay. I understand, but I'm sorry, Nara, but I need that. Is there a way to get here without crossing through an infected district? Nope, I just have to. Okay. Let's just go for it. We have time still, so I might as well see what else I can get done. Go from there, yeah. Everything's actually fresh in my mind because I last played and recorded yesterday, so now that I'm done with Paranormasight, and I finished my personal playthrough of Tsukihime, I am now, like, I have time to play games. Alright, let's go.
I will kill you, Death.
I want to save my... Oh, that went very smoothly indeed. I didn't have to use even a single shoot. I do know that as time goes on, the clouds will get more aggressive. And then after Agalia gets into the cathedral, the time will go by a lot quicker. Okay. Let's just see if I can calm this guy down. Ooh. Well, grief isn't pinned up anymore, so that worked quite wonders.
I'm at my rope's end. I can't take it anymore.
I've been waiting, and now I see I'm not ready at all. I'm tired of skulking around. Secrets get heavier with time, And this one I haven't the strength to either carry or drop. I hate you, Dankovsky. I hate how good it is you finally came. For a man who climbed out of a coffin a day ago, you look remarkably well. Sometimes I think I should have stayed there, in the coffin. If you want, we can go back to the cemetery and I can bury you again. But first answers, I saved your life after all. That must count for something. Very well. I have almost nothing left to give, but I can still give you answers. People who were lying in wait for you at the warehouses were sure you'd stolen Simon's body. Why? Like, you can steal goods, money, even time. Many things can be stolen, but can you steal what has no owner? So it's true. You have Simon's remains. I did what was necessary. Please elaborate. I don't remember steal thy neighbor's corpse anywhere from the 10 Commandments, nor the Hippocratic Oath. What do you need the body for? What use is it to you? Tell the kinds. They won't succeed. Don't play coy, Reuben. I'm no inquisitor and this is no interrogation. You owe me, and as payment I demand honesty. Where is Simon's body? Answer me, doctor. Have you ever witnessed a saint's flesh overcoming a deadly illness? I've seen different immune responses to different diseases, but not in dead bodies. And I saw a miracle. Along the red and white cells in his blood, there were silver ones. Nothing like that is found in nature. Silver cells, amalgam. I made a vaccine from the blood and gave it to patients under observation. But I couldn't even test it. The kind tyrants, along with those thick-head step maniacs, would have ground me to dust. You made a vaccine against the plague? Yes. So Simon is dead after all. It was living blood. Blood that fought back. The silver cells burned the plague away, like a vital, implacable sun. My hands were shaking. Tell the kinds, tell them. Man is imperfect. Wait. Simon Kine was sick. Yes. There was sandpest in him. I recognized the outward signs at once. The Kines surely recognized it too. They were simply ashamed to admit their patriarch could die of a disease. But he couldn't. He only fell into lethargy. I saw the pulse in his pupils and I had to. I remember the first outbreak. Just the thought of Simon's antibodies could be made into a vaccine. Pushed you to steal his body and try to find salvation inside it. I called it the white vaccine. I would give it to you, but there isn't any left. It's all gone. I'm sure this substance must affect amalgam somehow. I'm sure of it. Kind seek Simon's body. The body is found and they must know. Reuben dissected Simon's sacred body into a working vaccine. I never heard of anything more blasphemous and magnificent. What will my scientific analysis say about the white vaccine? Perhaps it can even be replicated. A local dancer fears for her friend. She's in danger because of Burak. Allegedly. Oh, I gotta analyze this. I'll be back. I mean, I do think... Is there a clock in here? There probably isn't. There's probably... Though there's one in a... Oh, no, I can't... Wait. Oh, I can, because I've already done this before. Okay. I do want to redo this conversation, I think. Okay. Let's go talk to Clara. Look, another one. Come from water, huh? God could have given you more marbles to the lot of you. You've been told the water's been filtered. No drinking. Go on, scram. I was just passing by. I know you passerby and skulking around here, pouring water on the slide, drinking it. Don't even think about it. It's off liquids. It's off limits. The decree was to filter the water, not to forbid drinking. They'll tough it out. Won't kick the bucket from not drinking for a day. Being thirsty is good for one's health. Strengthens the spirit. Fair enough. Our folks are stubborn. You tell them plain and simple something's off limits, and they start wailing and crying. You can't spell human without endure, as my dad used to say. What a silly thing to say. I like there are a bunch of guys with the same idea. Oh, I can no longer interact with that one, so I already did it once.
What a laugh. I'd stock up on hanging rope if I weren't too lazy for that.
Why, look who's here. The one and only Bachelor Dankovsky has deigned to honor, nay, bless us with his presence.
What is a living heart? Why is everyone talking about it?
Please don't shout. I have a migraine as it is. That's because you're a slow drinker. Too slow. I'm way ahead of you. Do you know Clara? Have you known her for long? As long as I can remember, so, 2 days. She's utterly mad and I love her for it. I try to speak to her as little as possible. She's depressing. Come now, why would you say that? We were just here having a great time. She was telling her stories. I almost died laughing. Her stories make you want to hang yourself. There's a darkness to everything she says. That's because you have no sense of humor, and you're a slow drinker. Here, let me top you off. What stories did she tell? Well, she was telling me about her mother talking to her giant rat. I was picturing a rat in a hat and raincoat. What a riot. I see nothing to laugh at. Clara wasn't trying to make you laugh. She was asking if there was some way to cure someone of an addiction. You're just very absent-minded. She was telling us about her mother worshipping a talking rat. It almost sounds like you two are talking about two different people. What? No, she's sitting right over there. We just talked to her. I'm still laughing. And I'm still in a daze. Rumor has it she can heal people by laying hands on them. Do you think it's true? The only thing that heals me are those bottles behind the bar, or rather, what's inside them. Her hands don't heal. All they do is let you forget. That's because you drink the wrong way. You go too slow. You have to drink so fast the booze outruns your thoughts. Can you imagine, Dankovsky? Clara just spun us some yarn about a talking rat and I almost burst out laughing. Peter's been standing there, still as a statue, and since then. I do think Peter's reaction is more correct than your reaction, to be honest, because that's the rat prophet, and there's a whole other thing going on with Saburova. Because it wasn't funny. You're laughing at another's misfortune, Andre. I suspect her of stealing morphine from the hospital. Seriously? What a gas. That's what I call really living your life. Can't say I'm surprised. I imagine only morphine can drown out her screaming soul. And you wouldn't think by the looks of her that she's on sedatives. I say she's the exact opposite. Borderline psychotic. You're borderline psychotic. That's why you think she's like you. I think I understand now. I mean, there are two.
Whichever finger bleeds, the whole hand aches.
Not only are you boring, but you're also annoying. Like a fly. Are you gonna keep hovering around me like that? Yes, I'll keep hovering around you like that. Not even gonna say anything, huh? Fine, whatever. Might as well talk to a brick wall.
I can't
There's
take
a
it
lot of me, not so much of you.
What? You don't like it? Not even gonna say anything. Fine, whatever.
Words are neither priceless nor worthless. They're only their purpose.
I'm so sick of you, shouting me everywhere like some sort of maniac. You were eager to help out at the hospital. What happened? We have a disaster on our hands. What are you even doing? All this uproar over a couple stupid vials. I took them, okay? It was me. So it was you after all. Why didn't you own up right away? I wasn't myself, and now it doesn't matter anymore. What do you mean it doesn't matter? What did you do with the morphine? I gave it to Mama. I took it for her. Why? Why do you think? She's been in a bad state for the past few days. Really bad. Don't you have the gift of healing? Cure her with laying on hands and all that. Problem solved. Or does laying on hands not quite do the trick? What gives? She's weak. She doesn't believe in me. So when she feels good, she does, but as soon as she's in pain, she starts whining for morphine. I had to steal it just so I wouldn't listen to her moaning. Where is she now? Home at the Rod. Just a bit ago, I could hear her moaning all the way from here. She's quiet now. The morphine must have helped. I'm gonna have to suspend you from the hospital. Theft is unacceptable. Changeling sold morphine at Katerina Sabarova's request. Interlocutor's state. I need to make more Heelys. I don't need Twarin to go crazy. Okay. Might as well dip our hands into the different pies and just see what's going on. Because I will end up redoing this day, I think. If it doesn't kill me first. Alright. Are there any playgrounds around here? I just need to push a swing or something. Okay, I've completely lost where I'm supposed to go. Oh yeah, I can analyze stuff here. An incredible composition. I see a connection to the phenomena I called amalgam. If I partake of Simon's final remains, time will yield before me. The shattered will mend. Beyond the periodic table, instruments and reagents scream that the vaccine cannot exist. The main thing I understood, it won't cause harm. In case I decide to take the vaccine, I'll leave it on the bedside dresser. I feel like there's no rush.
as if things are animated.
Yeah, calm his ass down. I don't need him all up in arms. Do I need to... No, I don't need to break that mirror.
In truth, we're not powerless, but rather spineless.
Physician. How did you know I was here? Never mind. I brought you live tissue. Hurry, we don't have much time. Nara, what's going on here? Nara was infected with the sand plague. She didn't stand a chance, just like Conjure. I told her about our work, how important it is, and she agreed to help. When I said we needed an organ, I didn't mean a vital one. A tiny piece of kidney would have sufficed. That's not true, physician, and you know it. If we understand how the sand plague behaves in the heart, it'll be a breakthrough. Make haste, the tissue is still alive, but not for long. Fine, give it to me. I'll tell you what I think, but we really don't have the time.
The cinematograph goes on.
Okay, let's go to our... Where is my friend? Yepot. He's somewhere over there, I believe. There he is, with a little red lantern. A microbe is captured in living tissue. A vaccine can be prepared from a living microbe that will protect all other countries and cities from the disease. The heart of the infected herb bride has been cut out of her alive. I need to study it while it's still beating. The analyzer is in the still water. Wait, what? I just analyzed it, though. What? What? I literally... Okay, let's... I think we can go to Peter's house and use his clock. This vial contains a universal vaccine that contains liquid time. 1 second of eternity is contained here. Its time has not yet come. I do not need it yet. Right again, Doctor. Well, punctuality has never been your finest virtue. Everyone has their flaws. Late for what? I don't recall scheduling a meeting with you, Heron. Whatever you say. After all, you're my superior. I've come to discuss a certain inconvenience. Perhaps you've noticed the still water has grown uncomfortably crowded. What do you mean? The still water has more than enough space. It seems you've decided to gather the strangest people in the emergency command. There's a constant stream of supplicants and assistants all circling for your notice and, getting none. From dawn to dusk and that, beatific girl. Surely you don't mean Ava, the mistress of this house. Unlike you, I'm not a doctor. I still understand that sand pest spreads easily. To collect as many carriers under one roof is a foolish strategy, assuming it even is a strategy and not mere chaos. During an epidemic, when most people could be better off keeping their distance from one another. So what do you propose? You can't send the command away. You have work to do. What I propose... How should I put it? A reduction in density. Don't stand so close to me as you are now, and don't permit anyone else to stand so close to you, either. The disease spreads through contact. You may be right. In fact, you're more right than you even know. Everyone in town ought to isolate from everyone else. Social distancing. Hey, Georgie, I got bad news for you. Denkovsky, I've been expecting you. Tell me, have you managed to find Simon's body? I have. Simon's body was stolen by Stanislav Rubin. That was to be expected, but for what for? Rubin believes Simon's body is capable of resisting the plague. He wanted to make a vaccine from it. Wanted, you say, past tense. Does that mean he changed his mind? Any corpse has one flaw. It is finite. Simon was no exception. Rubin claims he made his vaccine, but too little of it, because there was just one body and he used up the supply. Everyone grieves in their own way. Some wear mourning clothes, others join the convent, and others steal the body of the man they idolized and rip it open in hopes of making a vaccine. What do you think, Denkovsky? What made him believe that Simon's body could heal anyone? I believe he's crossed the line between veneration and sacrilege. Oh, you seem to be taking what he's done to the body quite personally. Thank you for your help, Denkovsky. We appreciate him. What awaits him? Does it matter? You have more urgent business to attend to. Why do you care about the nuances of our local justice? I'd like to intervene on his behalf. No one suffered due to his actions. A dead body can't feel pain. We will take your statement into consideration. You're free to go. Now. Suumsurki. Rubin stole the body, but he has reasons. Let's run to the music box. Ah. Oh, hey. Okay, interesting. I did not intend to do that, but I'm not going to complain if I got the option. She did not like that, but I did fine. Okay. Nice! Honestly, that was pretty solid.
Every creak, like a gunshot.
I love how there are just several guys in town doing that. It's so funny. And you know what? Good for them. I'll let them continue doing it if they want to be silly like that.
You're too
They're
harsh,
liable.
pal.
They're law-abiding citizens, and if they stop time, they'll stop moving too. I think that's a really funny response. Like, like no one is benefiting from that.
Vibrant. Everything's so vibrant.
Oh. I gotta find my friend Hypath.
You do look like
Bad Twirene makes your head feel like lead.
How could it be Saburova? The Saburovs have no children. Oh wait, are you telling me Clara's their daughter? Such choice gossip going around town and I'm out of the picture. Unacceptable. I don't think we should pry into the affairs of others. What do you mean we shouldn't? It's what I live for. It's what I opened the pub for. A pub is a lightning rod for gossip, you know? The Saburova talks to rats now. Imagine that. Why are you lying? Clara didn't say anything about a rat.
You might be a doctor, but you're certainly no teacher.
Not wrong. What are you doing here, Emshen? What are you doing? This is Nara. She's sick with the sand pest, and she wants to help me. If she's sick, then she's the one who needs help. Take her to the hospital. She'll let me study her organs. You know as well as I do that the sand plague only survives in living tissue. There's no point in studying dead tissue. So you decided to cut Nara open while she's still alive. Tell me, Nara, do you have any you went to medical school, Barak? Primum nos nocere. Does sound familiar? Artemi told me everything. I agree. If it will help my people, I agree. She's agreed, Emshen. Now I understand where all those rumors about you come from, Barak. You have no sense of boundaries. I thought you wanted to study an vaccine, Emshen. I thought you wanted to study the plague. I'm already studying it. I have enough data on living tissue. Do you? From where? Where do you get the living tissue? Someday I'll tell you and you won't believe me. I do think it's more useful to get it. I do think I'm going to redo that. However, I do want to analyze the sample before. Oh, can I not analyze it? I've collected a sample from the plague's focus. I'll inspect it with my special lab equipment. Then I'll make a special mixture from it. My hands move on their own. It feels so right. Perhaps I can clear out the focus of the intention. Oh. There's something else hi? Who are you? Professor Tellman, head of another lab. He was so positive that every answer lay in the depths of one's psyche, and when the answers weren't there, Tellman would happily plant them. It would have been unforgivably stupid on its own, but even worse the fact that I called him a friend and he cummed the commissioner on me. The rat. So, the plague appeared to you in the form of an enraged woman? That's telling. Would you briefly describe the nature of your relationship with your mother, Denkovsky? Tellman. Perhaps we should talk about how your denunciation led to my trip of the Gorkorn. What kind of nonsense were you feeding the powers that be about Thanatica? You sound as though you are surrounded by enemies. When did that start? I could not have imagined what had possibly given me that impression. I rather think we should focus on you and not me, Danil. It was determined during the investigation that you need a psychiatric evaluation so that we can form a psychological profile. I agree to draw it up, because it's better if it's someone you know. Less outcry that way. So you're here to officially declare me insane? Not in the slightest. Firstly, it isn't true, and secondly, even if it were true, I'm not sure I'd be allowed to declare you as such. Insanity, you see, absolves one of responsibility. Absolving myself of responsibility is the last thing I want. Splendid, then let's discuss the situation. So you collect a sample of some dirt from the ground in a plague-ridden district. You take it to analyze it, and that all seems perfectly logical so far, and then... The analysis showed me the soil sample contained unusual cells, which I believed to belong to the sand plague. They were alive, but in a dormant state. To put it in layman's terms, they were asleep. So it was truly a sample of the plague, a decisive step toward a vaccine. I managed to activate the cells using stimulants and topical irritants. The result was a plague sample, but an unstable and extremely dangerous one. I could not administer such a thing to a patient. It wasn't weakened like in a vaccine. It could have killed them outright. But you could still observe the cell's behavior. I noticed something curious. In a laboratory environment, the plague cells resorted to autophagy. In other words, they began devouring each other. It's as if deep down the plague despises itself. What feelings does that image evoke in you? It was impossible to use that sample for a vaccine, but an unusual thought occurred to me. If the activated plague cells were devouring themselves, perhaps they could be used to create an antidote. Not for sick people, it would kill them, but for any infected districts. How would that even work? I mixed the activated cells with the base for a compound to be dispersed within my prototype. It created a caustic, aggressive reagent that was only good for a few hours. By applying it to a plague contagion epicenter, I could force it to devour itself and cleanse the districts. Like cures like, so to speak. Having loaded my prototype with the cleansing agent, I headed back to a plagued district to kill an enraged woman. To disperse the reagent at the infection's epicenter. It reduced the level of infection in the town significantly. You speak of your actions in a manner that sounds scientific, even professional, but there are witnesses who claim you began hallucinating a certain female figure in the infected districts and saw you attack it. Don't deny it, Danil. A local myth describes the plague as a step golem that supposedly pretends to be a woman. I simply adopted the imagery. You know, canonical killers, people in manic state, have a certain behavioral pattern. They strive to kill bad people, often women, often marginalized, in order to cleanse the city. Yeah, I know about Jack the Ripper, man. These fantasies of yours say more about you than they do me. It's also noted that on the very first day of your arrival, the town was gripped by a mass psychosis. The people were killing stepwomen because they thought it was a murderous golem among them. Do you think this psychosis could have affected you as well? I object, Your Honor. The prosecutor is manipulating the witness. I just want you to realize, Danil, why you're sitting here. Why I wrote that note about you. You are a danger to yourself and others. You are driven by hallucinatory manias. It is not a sin, but you must acknowledge that you are not of sound mind. Only then can healing begin. By healing, you mean electric shock, right? I sincerely hope that when you release toxic gas at what you thought was a woman, it truly was just a cloud of plague cells. Stay strong, Denkovsky. We will overcome this. Together. I didn't harm anyone. Do you hear me? Hated antiplague, I will inevitably expire tomorrow. I must take a shot at her before she devours me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Do I have anything to trade with? I think I do. Let's try to trade with some kids and see if I can at least heal myself up before I die. So I don't have any water. Alright, let's just start by going to those kids, because I never really talked to them, so... I'm not often in this district though, and it has been infected up until this point, so... Whoops, 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 whoops. Where is she? I found her in the Prior district, so... Do I need to shoot her specifically? I don't think I understand 100%. Make a shot at her before she devours me. Okay, so I do think I need to attack her specifically. And I had my chance earlier, but I didn't take it because I am not good at using my brain. Where is she? You figured she'd be on my ass, but she's not at all. Okay, let me try the Prior district then. She showed up here earlier, so let's see. Shabnak! Shabnak! There, where's she?
Staged.
Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where are you?
Mysterium.
Where are you? Girl! I heard you. Where is she? I'm hearing her. Girl! I was busy. I was trying to do something. Where are you? Where did she go? She just whooped my ass. Where are you? Where is she? Where is she? There she is. Oh no, I fucked it up. I had the wrong mode enabled. Where is she? Did I fuck it up? Whoops. Whoopsies! Okay, not too much. Not too much. I just have to go to the cathedral to fix up that shard. She was hanging out here, so I think... Okay. Now I actually have the correct projectile.
I'm going insane. No. I'm going insane.
Where is she? Where is she? Ah, oh, fuck, I just wasted it. Okay.
What's going on with my nerves?
Where is she? 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 I'm hearing her. I'm hearing her. I'm hearing her. Where is she? Fuck! I keep clicking the wrong button. Where is she? Come on, crawl toward me, please. Ma'am. And I swear I'll do it right this time. You've subdued her for today. The town is recovering from the plague. She will await you in other days. She will be stronger. I fucking did it. Jesus. Alright. I don't think I have anything left. Oh no, I have one. Boing!
It was quiet in Thanatica.
It was. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright, well I can't. I'll have to reload my prototype as well. Get me out of here. Okay, so if you do the focal point and find the focal point, deal with her, and then you can defeat her for the day and then not have to worry about her for that day. I think that's what it's communicating to me. If I could move I can move quicker than a snail. All right, let's reload the prototype. There is some stuff I want to redo. I don't think a rioting district is better than an infected district. I don't know, I feel like the infected districts are easier to get through. Okay.
I'd rather not hear this.
The thing is that I do want the heart. I might just have to interact with it at the Stillwater. No. Why can't I run? Why aren't you running, Danko?
I need morphine.
Well, are you done digging through other people's belongings? What's this, Katarina? How did you get hold of morphine? Astounding. You barged into my house, rummaged through my things, and now have the audacity to ask me about morphine. Have you no shame, Bachelor Denkovsky? Stop dodging my question. I recognize these vials are the ones handed out of the hospital every morning. What were they doing among your stuff? You planted those vials there! Just now! I'll call the guards! Why would I plant morphine in your home and then find it? I'm no patrolman. I'm not here to throw you in jail. What do you know of pain, Denkovsky? Answer me! What do you know of pain? Pain is a language. It's the body's way of speaking, of telling us that something is wrong. But rot! Clearly, you've never experienced true pain. Believe me, Katarina, listening to an addict prattle is truly painful and dull and insulting. Imagine your veins were filled with broken glass, and every heartbeat pushed the shards further in, cutting you from inside. That is pain. And when the shards reach your heart valves and pierce them, the pain goes ever stronger. I don't care to lecture people. Your life is your own to ruin as you please. All I ask is you don't steal from the hospital. We're running so low on supplies as is. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I know. You used Clara? That doesn't make it any better. Quite the contrary, in fact. No, it's not that. But he left me no choice. He made me. Said Clara had access and she was allowed in the hospital. Said that she wouldn't refuse me. How curious. Another accomplice connected to the case. A man. You were right. I did have a connection in the warehouses. He used to get me morphine, but he could no longer help me, and I'm in pain. Do you understand? I endured it. I tried my best, but the pain is stronger, and I've summoned him. The devil? You could say that. I've summoned the rat prophet. Oh, really? How curious. May I ask how he can be summoned? You don't believe me. I knew you wouldn't. But I'm not the one out of my mind. He exists. He's as real as I am standing before you. I'm not going to regret asking this, but how exactly did you summon him? Is there a procedure one can follow? He can be met on the stairway to heaven under certain conditions. And what would those conditions be exactly? He only comes at night, when the southern wind blows. I'm surprised it doesn't have to be under a full moon. He has a keen sense of smell. When a northern wind blows, the town carries a different scent. There's a chill in the air. He doesn't like it, so he takes his leave for a time. Funny. Artemi Barak has a keen sense of smell too, always talking about some scent or the other. Maybe Barak is your so-called rat prophet. No, believe me, the prophet is hard to confuse with anyone. You'll understand it when you see him. It is not easy, but if you know the rules. I asked why sometimes he doesn't answer the summons. He said it's because of the wind. The wind blowing from the south today. I'm sure he's in town. But tomorrow the winds will change and he'll leave. If you want to meet him, you should hurry. Tonight's your last chance. After that, you'll have to wait a few weeks. Very well. Say I believe you. Let's say there's some kind of prophet who only appears in sound when the southern wind blows. How do I find him? He comes after dark to a stairway to heaven on the backbone. There's a small altar on the top, with a skull on it. You'll just need to stand before it and ring the spell. Here, take it. If you do everything right, he'll appear. And then he'll explain to me why he's incited you to steal morphine from the hospital, right? I have told you all I know, Dinkovsky. You can mock me all you want. You could tell on me to my husband. You can lock me up in your isolation ward. I do not care. All I ask is for mercy. Don't take these vials away. I swear I will not steal from the hospital ever again. But I need these vials. Do you understand? I understand. You can keep the vials. Nothing to talk to Maria about this time.
Enough blabbering.
Ugh, you son of a barnacle. Lost the pin again. Maybe move it to the left. Hey, Sign, what you doing here? Go take a breather. I told you to call you a lot when I was done. Hello, Sticky. Again. Oh, it's you, big city man. Push the door for me, would you? You're here. It's heavy. It might do the trick. Ugh, it won't. The lock was broken, so not even you could open it. That's what I'm saying. Master Barak couldn't have just died like that. No way. I think so, too. I didn't like you at first, big city man. You and your foppish coat. Everyone oohing and eyeing over you for the while the bear gets dragged through the mud. But I can see you're all right. Good luck. Still, I advise you not to investigate Isidor's death alone. His son is certainly interested in learning the truth. Well, I already did examine it. I did everything I needed to do. But we will get to talk to the rat prophet.
I know that face, and I've heard that voice, and that smell. It's delicious.
What do you want now, Antonil? The audience is over for today. Is it true Simon's body was stolen? And if it was true, do you think I'd discuss my late uncle's body with you? Like he's some lost bill or a purse that caught the attention of a less than honored chambermaid? You want to track him down, don't you? So do I. I'll tell you this. You have only a superficial understanding of my uncle's disappearance. His body, if it even exists, doesn't matter much. I can still feel something living. It's more like a sigh than a chunk of meat. It's like you don't even believe your uncle is dead. Okay. That's tonight, so I have to wait some time. I want him to get the heart. That is something I need, and not something I want, so I would like to get it. I know, it might be a little cruel, but I feel content in doing so, frankly.
A jug sent to the well often is soon smashed.
What'd you want? A little bird told me there's a man at the warehouses who can help me get some hands on some morphine. Oh, I can guess what sort of bird that was. The sort that needs a plucking and to stick the soup. That'll stop its singing for sure. So you can, in fact, source morphine. Says who? You shouldn't believe every song you hear, especially not when the bird singing is a cuckoo bird. You were the one giving morphine for Saburova. Why'd you stop? Look at you, Denkovsky, coming over here and laying it all your trumps from the start. A fool gets women naked while the wise prefer a naked truth. It was a nasty business with that morphine. You say like there's ever been a nice business with morphine. What happened? Saburov happened. Said if I gave her one more vial, he'd, pluck me and the stick in the soup. You won't catch me on the governor's bad side. I'm a humble man, not meant for soup. So you do have morphine after all. Is it for sale? Nah, stay the hell away from morphine now. It's trouble and stuff, like a knife to the gut. Hold on, that's what I'm here for. The town is heading for disaster. We need morphine, badly. What am I, whatchamacallit, philanthropist to you? You think morphine grows on trees? My men miss their rise for the stuff. I'm not asking for it for free. Let's talk pricing. Let's... Just so you know, don't come cheap. Go on, show me. How much do you got? How much? 4. Oh, he'll also take nuts for that's beautiful, thank you. And bullets. Six. Whoops. I probably don't need the bullet, honestly. Thank you very much. Grief agreed to trade for me, but the price will be steep. I think that's fine. I need morphine to make healing stuff, so. I think I might have to analyze it in the still water for it to work. Okay, took too long. Let's at least do the rat profit stuff, and I can try that again later. Rat Prophet. A thing from the dark. Actually, just a dwarf in a mask. Surely another joke by Mark Immortel. What do you want to hear, human? I can't believe it. It actually worked. Saburova wasn't lying. Look at you. Showing up and ringing the bell. Such useless creatures. Noise is the only thing humans know how to make. Wretched beasts. Looks like there's someone's in a bad mood today. Did I wake you up or something? I dislike wasting time. I dislike trouble. And where there are humans, there are always trouble. As if rats are any different. Where there's plague, there are always rats. Why is that, You're not only hairless, you're clueless, too. Rats are the cleanest, smartest creatures on this filthy earth. Do you know where the sand pest came from? You summoned it yourselves. The plague only comes to cities. It comes to wherever humans gather. To any place you stuff, bursting with your disgusting, hairless, tailless bodies. Where there are no humans, there are no disease. Nonsense. Animals get sick too. The plague spares no one. Leave. Pack your things and get the hell out of here. The plague will go with you. It'll be better for everyone. I'd gladly leave if I could, but I can't. The town is closed off. Excuses. You humans are always like that. You're made of nothing but death and excuses. Where would we go? The further the better. Leave the rats alone. Maybe the rats should leave instead. That way we won't have to poison them. Did you think of that? Rats were here long before you. It was you who came to their land. It is you who should leave. I could already see it in your eyes. The thought to poison my kind will come to you any day now. Don't do it. Show mercy for my kind, human, and I will make it worth your while. Curious. First you insult me, now you're bargaining. You humans would never understand. You humans would never understand. Rats value their kind, their people. The plague is even more catastrophic for us than it is for you. We suffer not dying at the plague's hands, but you too. What do you have to offer? See, human, you're already haggling, greedy. Humans deserve nothing but contempt. But I have something I can offer. Leave my kind alone, and I'll promise you won't regret it. Alright, it's a deal. How did I not think of clearing the town of rodents before? Perhaps the plague would subside. It won't. I most certainly will fall to my death if I'm not careful, so... Now I just have to get out of here. What? Oh, okay, it's 2 a.m. now. I'm not ready to see this show. Do not talk to me.
He looked like a man
No,
obsessed.
I will not listen. No, I shall not talk to anybody. No, I am not done. A microbe is captured in living tissue. A vaccine can be made from the living microbe that will protect other countries and cities from the disease. Okay, this is what we did last time. The sinister microbe that turns human blood into a boiling brew has finally been caught. Yes, a sacrifice had to be made. But what is this doomed victim compared to the perfect discovery? Okay. And so now we are done with day 5. Alright. Dankovsky. Okay, so I do think, honestly, we did it correctly last time. I just think the game glitched out maybe. Or I did it like too late in the day or something like that. Because otherwise I did that perfectly. So... And like, I understand you could stop the rock, but like I do think we need all the help we can get. I'm not... Alright. There we go.
Boiling, cracking, screeching. Living.
Alright. Yeah, just to check if it was me or the game, I did pull up a walkthrough. It's actually a pretty good... It's like it's a fully spoiler-free walkthrough, but it has like tips and tricks in it. It's the you can find it on Steam. It's the Dragon Guru's Guide, 100% of the no spoiler walkthrough plus achievements for Pathologic 3. Just for my brief looking, it was quite useful. I probably won't use it too much, honestly speaking, but I did just want to check it for this one instance where I wasn't sure if I did something wrong or if it was something up with the game, because it does mention that there is a bug with our assistant, some kind of bird, or like bird name, like canary or swallow, something like that. Where the thing he says, the social distancing thing, it's supposed to show up at the beginning of the day, but it can glitch out and not give you that. It can glitch out and not give that to you until the evening, or in some case, it will just bypass him entirely, and it'll just give you the decree without you knowing how you got it. Which is kind of funny.
As if things
So, yeah, I am... Now that luckily, the first guide I found seemed to be, like, a good guide. So, lucky for me. It's apparently, very recently had an update as well. So I'll probably keep that in my back pocket. Turns out not playing everything all the right away has its benefit. In this specific way, in this case.
Misophonia, Dankovsky.
Yeah, it is funny how I have completed this. The game recognizes that I have, but also it's just stopped like this. Alright, let's... Bam. Skip time. We've technically done this once before, I think.
The day is over. The end draws ever closer. A new pantomime is rehearsed here.
What was that outside? Our stretch of the Gorkhorn has always been the quietest, but now it feels like an angry mob is building barricades in the garden. It's just the actors. They're performing their pantomimes right here. I suppose it's a retaliatory gesture. I did set up the hospital in the theater. I see. So both the stage and the audience are here now? They say the town's life is built around the Bill enterprise, the production of meat, but it feels more like it's built around the theater. Have you ever wondered what theater produces? I don't know, what meanings and values like any art. Mark once told me the theater produces the audience. Supply creates demand. This should be simple for you. You're a scientist. The observer affects the experiment. Only in the theater are there observers on both sides. Some observe the stage, others are observed from the stage. These pantomimes do seem like to be staged for me personally. I swear it's not the megalomania talking. I think it's obvious. Mark is right. Watching something defines it. A spectator may think they're uninvolved, but that's a lie. At this rate, we'll end up saying the spectator is also the author. In its part, and also its subject. That's exactly why I'm far removed from art. Real life and performance are mirrors set face to face. They endlessly repeat reflections, but in truth, they either capture the light that exists somewhere beyond them both. Sometimes I can't tell if you're talking about transcendence or physics. Still about theater. You know, I once thought immortel was Mark's pseudonym, and it was, well, a bit much, but it turned out to be his real last name. A person like him seems prone to embellishing in the name of beauty. He can't. He's so desperate for the stage to stay truthful that he's accidentally forgotten how to lie in everyday life. I'm grateful to him. He gave up the theater for the hospital, but those nightly pantomimes outside my window are swiftly eroding my gratitude. It seems like the actors have quieted down, and we can finally get some sleep. I wonder how long they'll be besieging you. Till I develop a taste for it, become the spectator they want to make of me. No, because we never made it to the end of the day.
He looked like a man obsessed. A man in love. In love? Yes. Lovers know no obstacles, do they? What? Ah. You want to know who he was in love with. It's what, not who. His mission, his dream, his Thanatica.
Anyway, why do they keep insisting you brought the sandpest to the town?
Because they're stupid. They confuse the cause and consequence.
Are you the consequence?
Are you the cause? Just do me a favor and shut your mouth, please. Can't you see a professional is working?
Yeah, it's interesting because this one is taking the approach here, while in the first one it was like, not the first one, sorry. In Patho 2, the theater shows in some cases felt far more like well, some of them felt a little more, not performance, like a practice run. I know there's a name for it, a rehearsal. No, there's a final rehearsal, there's a practice rehearsal. Wait, I gotta go to the clock. I always forget this. I think, oh, let me go to bed. It'll go the next day. Not how this game works. Alright. New territory. Day 6. Which is not the end yet. And that is it for this episode of Pathologic 3. Finished off day 5, and we killed a Shabnak, which was pretty sick, honestly. I guess we could do that. I guess we could have done that the whole time, question mark? Whatever. Well, yeah, next time we're gonna start day 6, and now we're in truly new territory. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye!